Hi. November 30th, channel message 2020. Um, I really don't know what to do. I've tried this like 5 times. It's important. This is the full moon. Gemini full moon. So Geminis are about is the Beaver moon also. It's when we all scurry, the animals scurry to underneath that full moon to get ready for winter. Um, I hear you don't really know what to get ready for right now because it's pretty confusing out there, isn't it? So as I'm pulling cards, the meanings are changing, the cards are changing, things are shifting right under my words, my feet. It's really strange. Yeah. So I guess I want you to ask a question. What's troubling you? Okay. I'm going to go into 3 stacks. I'm just going to take it slow. I got no expectations here. Okay, this is the first one. I better do that first and let you pick. Here's the second one. And here's the third one. Okay. They're only read upright anyway. So, ready for the first one? Did you pick? Now you could take one or all of them. You know, you decide. There's no rules here. So here you go. It would appear to be an eel. Those are beautiful, aren't they? Convey your meaning. Reflect on the way you communicate with others and with yourself. Be sure to express your thoughts and feelings from your heart and with respect and sincerity. So, did you feel that harsh energy today? It was harsh. Most of all, at least for me, just a reflection of me, okay? Of course, you're going to have your own reflection. I was really harsh on myself. No reason, really. It's like bad, like the stuff from the past. Hey, wait a minute. Why am I talking to myself that way? Yeah, interesting. Then this is the second card. Connect to source. $47, which is going to be 2, which is 3, which is a Gemini energy. 41 is 5, and that's a conflict and resolution kind of number. Okay, so anyway, back to connect to source. Go within to discover what needs to be done. Create the shift required to attract what you want. What are you asking for? What have you been asking for, and what do you really want? Do they align? Have you been conveying your meaning to others, to yourself, to spirit? This is the third card. Every step counts. Look at that. Beautiful. There is an advantage in taking things slowly, like this reading. Breathe deeply and fully as you consider your options. This is a 10, which is completion, which is also 1. That's the beginning. So this one reminds me of every step counts, every word counts, every minute counts, every day counts. To be present in your decisions and your thoughts and your relationships. Because sometimes, I don't know, maybe there's a reflection for somebody of something happened and they didn't make it clear, they didn't convey their real meaning, and they lost something. We've all done that. But it was something that was dear to them. They should have stepped more carefully. Okay? I'm not going to make this complicated. I want to use these cards, the Tarot of the Kingdoms, but they are a little bit difficult. They're kind of like a riddle. So let's see if I can pull it off. This is the Three of Water. So we have a mermaid and a merman. And they're hugging in the ocean. There's no third thing here, though, which is interesting. The third thing in this picture is, it's like emotions, is the love. So there's him and her and how they feel and the love in this pink bubble, okay? So that's really nice. So conveying our meaning, we may want to consider how we feel when we're with somebody that we would love. Might be important to tell them. Because the energy has its, because the love has its own energy. And it's important to keep them engaged and us to remain connected for when something happens. The connection is strong. So next I have Nine of Air. And it's reversed, but we'll look at it upright. So this person is blowing his dreams, like an angel. And it looks like it's in dreamland, okay? There's all these swirls. So it's a little bit different than typical Nine of Air, but it's reversed here. So I would think that maybe we need to be careful about what we say and what we put out into the ethers, and if it's fear or if it's mean, We have those, everybody has those moments they think, but consider whether you want to leave it out there, and if it's going to deteriorate that third part of the energy, the love that you have with someone, okay? And then I have the Ace of Air reversed. So Ace of Air right here, typically it's a sort of truth, a new path, like aha moment. Oh my gosh, I didn't see that before. Clarity. And now in this one, it's like this dragonfly lights up something small that maybe wasn't noticed before, but the fish saw it. But maybe not everybody saw it because it wasn't lit. It wasn't obvious, okay? Now when this is reversed, it feels like we're talking about something that we're overlooking. And as long as we can't see it, it doesn't feel like it's real, okay? Like somebody never considered that might have been the truth. And I'm just going to leave that there. Okay, so next we're going to look at the second pile here. About connecting to source. So the first card I have is a star, reversed. Star is a card of Aquarius. It's about the bigger picture. Expansion, because, expansion. And it looks like a typical Aquarius sign, except she's standing up and she's in the forest instead of the water. But she is pouring water, or rainbows, onto the, next to the tree, say. She does have the enlightened crown there. Her whole head. And the sun is shining above her. So now reversed, connect to source. Some of The reason why you may feel confused and not knowing what to do is because there is not a connection to source right now. That may be blocked by worry, or let's get a couple more cards. 3 of air. Well, she's on a boat in the air on a rainbow. This is not your typical 3 of air. This is somebody having fun. I don't know, it's like she's rising above the pain, okay? Typically, this would be an incredibly painful and upsetting card as separation, betrayal. Not here. It's like separating myself from whatever it is to raise my vibration. That's one of the needs to connect to source, because it looks different when your vibration's higher. Like somebody you're upset that you're going through a separation or something. When you rise above it and your vibration's higher, you see that maybe it's time that you grew and you can't grow there, or they can't grow there, or something like that. It doesn't mean it doesn't hurt, because that's part of the lessons, right? Then I have the 2 of fire, and this is reversed. So let's look at this upright. Look at what the past looked like in this one. 2 of fire. It's hot and cold. It's red and blue. Hot and cold. And it's in the shape of a heart. How 2 energies play with each other and become kind of one. It's interesting. Is this typically the path of desire? Which do I desire to create, right? Here I have I don't know. Kind of no desire. Or afraid of picking the wrong thing, but I think it's just no desire. Because maybe we chose the wrong thing, we felt like it, so that's why we're rising above. We're being asked to connect to source because of the pain, because of what we can't see. Okay, so the next one is the every step counts. I have the moon here. $18, which is a 9, and it looks like it's Stonehenge next to it, like you're in, like this is taking place in the middle of Stonehenge, and then it's like the ground is giving birth to like this world that was beneath the surface, the world within the moon, because it's a moon, but it's not just blue, right? So possibly today on the full moon, or maybe within the next moon cycle, there might be something that is revealed that pops up as if it was time to unleash the shadows, or look at the shadows. Remember, we had this one over here about seeing something that was there the whole time but didn't believe it, right? Okay. So it's reversed. So here then, maybe there's consideration of the steps that we took to avoid seeing the truth, to have the truth come out. Maybe we took steps, or somebody did, to hide the truth. Okay. This one I don't know how it came out. This is 7 of air, so we're just going to talk about it and put it sideways. This is a chrysalis and a butterfly. A butterfly coming out of a chrysalis. Now, typically, this is a card of deception. But sometimes we're deceived while something is going through transformation. And sometimes it's us. It looks scary. It looks deceitful, because we don't understand it. Isn't that interesting? A different way of looking at that. So reverse, I would say, is a need to understand. Upright, it's a realization of sometimes what betrayal is, or someone not talking about what they're doing. Maybe they're going through a transformation and they're not sure. Sideways, you decide on that one. Okay? So, last card here. Justice. Every step counts because we want justice and fairness. So here I have, she's like tiny like a fairy, but doesn't have wings, so reminds me of like a little elf person. I have a wolf up here on this ball, and there's a heart in it. It's like a path. She looks like a wolf. She has like a headdress on, but she's not, but this is. So interesting. So this is a card of Libra. So what I'm getting out of this is just because it looks like it's balanced, it may not be. Okay? Just because it looks like a wolf, it may not be. And playing one doesn't make it so. So take with this card, every step counts as we take our steps. There's something here about integrity. And I just keep hearing that thing, what is hidden, what will be revealed. So we have that card to keep trying to, the moon reverse, where keep trying to hide what wants to come up to the surface. And just because it looks one way doesn't mean it is. Real justice is the truth coming out all the way. And nothing can hold that back. So there may be deception until that happens. So, interesting reading. Pretty deep. Love you guys. Take it easy today. Feels like it might be a bit of a doozy. Even at least in the emotional part of it. You might want to keep in mind that the energy of full moons, it's wrapping up the last 6 months. So if there's something that maybe you need to leave behind, you might want to consider just shaking it off, flipping it off, flicking it off, and you're back as a burden. Maybe it's time to take that last bit of release from it. Okay? Take care. Bye-bye.